Richter will come through as the first ban. I expect this to be relatively standard. Last time, don't forget, we did see GMB turn their nose up at an Elsu, which was weird, but that did happen. We'll have to see if it happens again.
Yeah, I think Darcy and Florentino will be banned there, and we'll see if Blue Martini will pick up that bottom, or will they just ban Elsu here, potentially.
Is the Richter ban a respect ban against GMB?
Marcus 35.
Yep.
He plays Richter, so I mean he got a kill on Zane when he was 2 levels behind, and I think well over 1,000 gold, and he still got the kill onto the Quillen with the Richter.
So before we had Darcy, Florentino, Sephra, and Verez, but with Richter in that and Elsu possibly going in there, then that's going to release Sephra, Verez, Florentino's done. No, he's not. He's still... There he goes.
I expect this to logically be a Sephra out from Blue Martini. GMB have the full potential ahead of them. Then I'd like to see them considering taking away Lindis, taking away Quillen from Blue Martini, because they like those characters a little bit too much. Go see me Lindis right now. You won't regret it.
Not Sephra.
I think they should go Sephra.
I think it's more important you take Lindis away from Zane. I do not think it matters if you have a Sephra if you're playing into Zane's Lindis.
It's fine. Take Sephra too.
You're just saying that because you haven't seen Zane's Lindis yet.
I've seen his Quillen.
It's better. It's like 2 times better. I'm not even
Zane's
joking.
Lindis is better than his Quillen.
Like 2 times better.
2 times better?
Absolutely terrifying.
How did you measure it?
Empirically.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I mean, we don't do that, but all right.
But they definitely need to take Sephra, not Teamy. I don't know why they're hovering Teamy. I think Sephra should be the priority because you can flex her as a support or mid, and it gives you a lot better draft options. And they will take the Sephra and the Teamy, actually. So maybe they'll go for the Immortal comp. That is their only hope.
They do have an opportunity.
Only hope.
If
you
they
want them
lock
to take an Immortal comp.
Immortal comp, yes.
If they lock in the Zenial, they have what we call the Immortal comp, which means they have big burst healing from the Sephra, the Resurrect from the Teamy, and the big burst healing as well as damage reduction from the Zenial. It lets them keep basically anything alive.
But let me just check in with you there, CJ. Their only hope is the Immortal comp.
Yeah, this Darcy's off the table. Their only hope.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they've lost.
No, they haven't.
They got Lindis. Zane got his Lindis.
Immortal comp, TJ. Don't forget the power of Zenio, Sephra, and Teamy together.
They're actually thinking this through. This could be side lane Tulin for Hoon. I wouldn't hate it. We've seen that before. The potential goes either way, though. GMB, like you said, they could be looking for this Zenial to go in. If they are going for that separate Teamy Zenial composition, though, they need damage as well. They need someone who can keep pace. With all that support going their way, they need to be able to offer something out. I'd look for something maybe like a Tulin or a Morin. Or not a Tulin, a Telenas or a Morin to do that from the sideline.
Yep. Yeah.
No, they weren't cut out for them, though, with a Lindis in the jungle opposing them.
So this has to be Zenio.
If they want to run Immortal
won't
comp.
be banned.
Yeah, they're going to go for Omen instead here because they're worried more about the styling matchup. Even though Immortal comp sounds great, it's actually weak in the side lane matchup because Zenio is not the strongest solo laner right now. And that's why they're going to opt for, you know, other picks that are available like Omen, Roxy, Varys. You know, those are all stronger side laners.
The Omen or the Roxy seem to be the 2 on the hover, and of the 2, I prefer the Omen into Varys. We have seen people develop different theories for dealing with Varys. The only matchups I feel confident win into Varys right now are Max and Baldum, both of them for similar reasons. Oh!
No! No! You do not get to see how bad Beginnings is on the bottom.
After all of that, he goes through the trouble of Twitter DMing one of the casters to talk about how good his Baldum is. And GMB say no.
Yeah.
I'd have let him have it. I'd like to see him show us what he can do with it.
That's why you're not a champion, Matt.
Well, that's not the only reason. Quillen.
The Quillen makes sense.
Malik being
no
banned.
reason to run the risk of having an assassin.
Are they afraid of Malik?
It's the engage. Because they have this grouped comp.
Oh, okay, that's better. Man, they are targeting Beginnings right now. That is why it's the head-to-head matchup. I mean, Beginnings is a one-trick Mina. I mean, what can you expect?
Oh my god, you're being so mean to him. The Quillen makes sense, though, because they have the Lindis. You want to shut down things that can get into the Lindis. The Telenas also functions as that from the side lane, outranges the Lindis, can out-damage the Lindis in the hyper late game. So you just get rid of that. Now, the problem I have for GMB, though they haven't full committed with the Zenial to the Immortal comp, is that they don't have enough damage. They need a sustained source of damage to play behind the Sephira teaming.
Yeah, Yorn is going to be an interesting pick here. I think out of the options.
Okay.
High five, Matt.
Hey.
Your main. Nice.
My ex-main.
Oh, you moved on.
Yeah.
But
still have more fun with him than with anyone else when I do play.
a lot of fun.
Oh, Slims. This is a...
I think they're inspired by 20 Right.
Hoon did run a great Slim sideline in qualifiers.
Yeah, but I don't think they would do double ADC, though. That's a little risky. It's going to be a side lane Tulin. It's going to be a mid lane Crixie.
And after all that, a support in that.
Never mind.
They're not bad at all.
They're going to side lane the Lindis. No, they're not.
Or they could go either way. The Wonder Woman can roll side lane into the Yorn and have really good success because the Wonder Woman's mobility makes her a legitimate threat into most ranged characters, similar to the Ryoma.
Aside from wanting to show off the awesome skins, why is Yorn in there with Rourke completing it out?
I don't know, Chief. They're, like, not great. They're better options. You could run him Orin. The big problem with Yorn is that he's a little bit too static. He takes a long time to get going, and he just wants to stand still. He wants to stand and shoot his arrow, and we live in a fast-paced modern world with the internet connecting us all. We don't have time for people who want to stand still and read newspapers and shoot bows and arrows.
Or who want to send messages to casters about what they can do and then be denied the chance to do it.
Apparently not. Poor beginnings.
All right, so GMB have got a massive team to play against. A team with this rivalry on and off the battlefield. A team who've just beaten them 1-0. And that's the draft that they want to use to change this with.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the Rourke.
Just that?
Honestly, the Rourke has not worked in NA very well at all.
I'm
you
a
saw
little bit
Hawaii
worried.
run it.
I'm a little bit worried about them.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot there to unpack.
Yeah.
But don't forget, they have Sephira. They have Sephira, Omen. So technically, their comp could work. If Rourke is the one engaging with support from Omen, Sephira, that leaves a Yorn on the back end. Pretty safe for the most part. And the comp could work, but we'll see.
Can I unpack that?
Yeah, but I'd love you to.
Technically, the comp could work.
Okay. Is that your unpacking? Because
No,
that was
that's
really
just what
bold
he said,
statement of what you've just said.
That's what he said, and by saying it slower, that's analysis. But I think you're right.
Let's explain why it could work, man.
It
What are you talking
technically
about?
could work.
Of course.
If the Yorn has a field day. If the Rourke has a field day, and they're backed up, like you said, by that teamy Sephira, but they don't have a front line to make that happen. So I think it's really easy to wash over the Yorn and to get to him with all the big damage that team still has.
Well, Yorn can pack a lot of damage, but he's got to get there, and we're going to find out. GMB, make this work over the biggest opposition you can face.
We'll see already. GMB do take advantage of their time to push forward, and they've got KZ Fox decently low, but he'll just disengage, and in the meantime, Zane, I think, did still get him.
Yeah, and look at that. I think they're both invading, counter-invading, but they're not getting this red golem. It's going to reset there, and that is very unfortunate. Zane actually does not get his red golem.
You're right. Zane, I thought, might have managed to steal it away, but it did get taken. GMB walked away with the buff on the invade. Means that they're doing all right. Even trade.
So GMB outplaying the very first rotation against Blue Martini. Some signs of hope. We'll see.
They need to get so far ahead on basic, though. I feel he needs to be able to legitimately one-shot everyone.
Yeah, I want to see this Marcus versus KO matchup here. That's going to be really fun.
It's done.
Oh, beginnings.
Beginnings. In a bit of trouble. Basic arrives. He's got no HP, but he still thinks he can take the fight, and he should pay for that. KO's on the dive. Well, Hoon grabs an opening kill. KO will chase the Rourke far behind the tower, where Basic does now live, and he'll recall safely, ceding the entirety of the jungle over to Blue Martini.
Man, that is exactly how beginnings play. Just baits them out, flickers back, then Hoon jumps over, gets the kill because of the power of Tulin, and then look at the entire team rotating to help them, and GMB just have nothing to answer with.
TH has to drift back into his own jungle here. He, I think, needs to be the hero. Farm up your side lane, Yorn. hope that he at some point can just one-shot people.
And look at this, they're making a very aggressive play. They might get this pistol dragon right under the noses of Blue Martini.
They're all in the area.
Wow.
Beginnings comes through only to see the dragon fall. KZ Fox in the bot lane is now the call. Oh, and a full focus. The damage is there.
Yeah, what a play in a rotation. KZ Fox should have known that was coming though. They literally just took the dragon. You get notified by the game, and he decides to hang out as Wonder Woman, gets stunned, and combo down.
Beginnings, the win comes for the slow. He'll try his best, but that isn't happening with 3 people on him. Pickups there, and actually, Blue Martini have one answer. It will be Marcus. They'll get an even trade.
Yeah, BMG, Blue Martini wants some revenge there, but GMB, what a great start, showing that they can go toe-to-toe in the early game against such a dominant team. I have some hope. Like I said, the comp could work.
Technically. I think in order for that to technically work, though, the things that are going right need to keep going right. Basic and TH.
And the key is, if, honestly, Raw as well, if he gets the late game on a Sephiroth, it could be a little headache because that Tides of Life, the heal that they can offer to Rourke, the revive as well, it could work on their favor.
The Might Golem is up for grabs, and it will be stolen away. That was Beginnings to steal that. Basic in the meantime does go in on KO. The lifesteal's brutal. Beginnings, that was beautiful. He's able to go with the Hurricane Wall, splitting the fight, and the kills are easy to pick up afterwards. Zane does get checked down by Marcus, and will eventually be taken out. TH turns the fight with that pick, leaving it a 2-2 even trade.
Yeah, I just gotta say, that was an insane play by KO there, getting that lifesteal, distracting them, helping secure the kill, and then the turnaround from the damage from Basic coming out, and then the rotation, that's where Blue Martini had to back up because of TH's rotation ahead of KZ Fox here.
Marcus doing such a good job there to dive in as the Omen.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, that was a good trade for GMB. They're holding their fights down. They're not losing these fights drastically.
Oh, lasso, KZ Fox deep in. TH doesn't care. Oh my god! KZ Fox just blocks that heart shot aimed at Beginnings.
Yeah, that damage from TH, though, it's coming out with this Yorn. And they gotta be careful.
Zane's got to be extra careful. He kites well, keeping himself alive. KZ Fox will brawl in the middle of the fight, and Zane's able to just do the damage while KZ Fox barely keeps himself up. There's the resurrect. Now ward off. Beginnings goes in. He combos with Zane, and they've got themselves 2 kills.
What a play there. The teamy Trons had to use revive on himself. Unfortunately, couldn't use it for Basic. That could have changed things around. And then once they saw that happen, the beautiful braces of submission by KZ Fox there, just saving his own life and helping his team and buying enough time for them to re-engage and secure those 2 kills. Because that could have went either way. That was so close.
Zane will be able to grab a little bit more jungle over to him, and that's what I would say is the worrying sign. You can see that Zane's starting to farm up here. He just got a double kill in the bot lane. He gets going, everything else is for naught.
Yeah, but don't forget, the most fed in the game is going to be that Yorn right now. TH has 3.1k gold, so that could be their hope. Wow.
And he almost steals my heart with that arrow.
But he doesn't, unfortunately.
Narrowly crossing by the Abyssal, but it will just lock down by Blue Martini.
This Yorn might break out. That might be the next Tony Wright.
This might be the Yorn that makes you believe in Yorns.
Yeah.
All right, TH down in the bot lane. Shifting from his previous role on the team. Now KZ Fox will go in. Triumph is there. Nice kite out by TH. He stays alive through the dive.
Smart flicker there. He assumed that KZ Fox was with his team, so he flickered to safety and didn't get CC there. So honestly, a great play by TH.
The top lane, KO's in trouble as well. Basic will dive in, and actually quite a lot. Almost goes down, needs to spend the determination, and as a result, can't help finish this fight. Marcus will be in a lot of trouble as a result. KO holds 1v2.
Every time I see someone try to dive Varus under the top tower, it doesn't end well for them.
No, and it's still not ended well. Marcus actually in a lot of trouble up in the top lane. He does brawl out even, but KO gets the wave clear and scares Marcus back behind tower.
Yeah, seeing Varus play in this Darkslayer lane, she is so good, holding down, protecting the tower, but also putting pressure on the lane as well.
Double rotate up to top. Marcus in trouble. Zayd has the damage, but he can't quite find the kill. Ooh. Oh, Hoon's there. Hello, Hoon.
The communication between this team, I mean, the way that they're rotating and following up to secure these kills, they're just on point. I mean, they start rotating as soon as they know the movements have been decided that, okay, guys, let's go gank top. And they all move together, and Hoon was just in the right place at the right time for that kill. Marcus, unfortunately, didn't stand a chance.
Beginnings on the net, having a pretty good showing as well.
Yeah, the Beginnings is doing a good job, although he is he's died once already.
Oh, TH. Oh, no. Oh. Nicely done by Hoon. A full focus in on him. Him and Beginnings are safe as can be. With KZ Fox even kiting out that Abyssal to make sure that he can't be taken away from them.
Yeah, GMB is not that far behind, though. 21,000 go to 19K, and mid lane is in trouble here.
Basic has to drift back. Beginnings is focusing down the tower with what little damage he can bring to offer. But it does poke the tower in mid down to half while the rest of the team focuses that Abyssal Dragon, which Zane will get.
Yeah, and like clockwork, as usual, Blue Martini always securing these dragons and prioritizing it.
Triumph tries to dive forward and will probably pay for it. Beginnings there for the kill. The Thunderbird did connect, but Triumph's able to get back thanks to the Resurrect. Tower itself should fall. TH arrives, but it's too late.
Yeah, that Siege minion was alive long enough for Zane to take it down, but a very curious and interesting engage by Triumph there. He had to use, again, his ultimate Beano Bro defensively. And the river control here and the rotations from Blue Martini are just so calculated and surgical.
KO. Nice little dodge of the stuns there. Thunderbird, Tides of Life. Raw has the disengage. Now, Triumph and the rest come rolling through, but Beginnings cuts them off. The Hurricane Wall, it's perfect, completely stopping Basic in his tracks. And Blue Martini turned the fight with the wind cups as well. Hoon is there for the damage. KO did lose to Basic, so he falls back. Well, Beginnings sets up the fight for Zane to roll through. It's an even trade, but Zane comes out on top.
Man, and look at that. 4 deaths already, but Beginnings, that Hurricane Wall was insane. And then the Windcuffs pulling him to secure that kill. This team is on an absolute rampage right now, and GMB has no way to answer. Although I do like that they're taking the aggression and trying to initiate the fight. However, I think they need to bait out those Hurricane Walls because every time they're trying to engage, Beginnings has an answer to shut it down.
Wave will arrive down bottom, and that will mark the final Tier 2 tower to fall. Oh my god, Beginnings, stop showing off. Stay out of my Twitter DMs.
And this, again, this rotation, they're going to go ahead and take the entire jungle. Look how fed Hoon is right now. 7.7 thousand gold, 6-0-2. He's running away with this game. However, the hope of light here is TH. He has 6.7 thousand gold. He has Clav Sancti, Fafnir's Talon. Once he gets that third Tier 3 item, they may be able to win fights, but they have to fight with him. So far, he's not in these fights.
Uh-oh, Basic. Serpent Embrace pulls him back in, pops the Determination, but there isn't enough shielding in the world to save you from that much damage.
Yeah, and that's where you got to be careful overextending like that because it's so easy for a team. This is a 5-man rotation. They can catch you out so quickly, and they're living in the jungle of GMB right now.
The Windcuffs! Beginnings, that's so good.
They're not even touching their own jungle, TJ. They are living in the jungle of GMB and it's just taking all the objectives and completely starving them out.
This means that GMB don't have any vision on their own jungle to contest this Enraged Abyssal. It'll be pretty easily scooped up. Blue Martini doing a very good job locking out the gold game.
Yeah, very good job here. You can see they're almost at 10,000 gold lead, nice 8,000 gold lead. You can see 8.4k gold on Zane here, and he is running away with this game. About to finish potentially his 3rd Tier 3 item, or 4th Tier 3 item soon.
TH isn't doing too badly though. He's almost at 8k himself. He needs to be the vast majority of the team's damage.
Yeah. They gotta play around him. Let him poke them, let him clear wave, get him to super late game, and then play around the Yorn. Don't engage.
Oh, Basic. Caught out.
Basic.
That's a lot of damage all around him. This means now the full focus can't come through. TH, he's chained down. Beginnings opens up the fight again with another good Windcuffs. The rest of the team will look for damage, and Raw's focused down. KZ Fox will dive in. There's the bracelets. Beginnings with the Hurricane Wall. It's disgusting. The tower itself is gone. A double kill to Zane.
Yeah, that was just a disgusting Hurricane Wall and Windcuffs. 2 Windcuffs there. The first one they didn't take advantage of, but now that's going to end the game.
A beautiful game number 2 for Blue Martini. And they proved they could do it again in about the same amount of time.
And you can see the power of Zane getting ahead on his farm, but Beginnings really showing off, showing the vengeance of why you need to give him his Baldwin. Otherwise, he's going to go off on this